How y'all doing? The Shrub Burner Military Preacher Man R&B in the snare episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm reviewing Xena Season 1, Episode 1. What happens on this week's episode of Xena? Xena is ashamed of her past and what she's done. And she used to be a villain. And we'll find more out about her backstory in the Hercules series whenever we get to that. But anyway, Xena was a villain, and now she's trying to do better, and she's trying to be a better person. And she goes to this town where Gabrielle lives, and this warlord Draco, his men are trying to take all the women of the village. And Xena stops his men and tells his men to tell Draco that Xena, warrior princess, is coming after him. So Xena goes after him, and Draco's trying to convince her to join up with him. And she says she's not a part of that life anymore, and she's going home. Well, she leaves Draco, and Draco has his men follow Xena because he's going to make his men act like Xena's men at her village and have all her village hate her even more because of her past. Her village already hates her and doesn't want to have nothing to do with her. So Xena goes back to her village and is trying to talk to her mother, and her mother doesn't want to have nothing to do with her and tells her to leave. Well, Xena goes to her brother's grave and is talking to him, and then Gabrielle shows back up and says that she wants to join up with Xena and wants to be there for her or whatever. And Xena finally agrees to this. Well, after this, Draco's men show up, and Xena's village is trying to attack her because Draco's men are wearing her banners or whatever. And Gabrielle convinces the village that Xena doesn't have nothing to do with this. Then Draco shows up, and Xena makes a challenge. They're going to have this duel on this crap, I can't. It's this platform or whatever, and whoever hits the ground first dies. So Xena and Draco has this duel, and Xena winds up beating Draco, but Draco's man doesn't want to kill Draco. So Xena makes a deal with him. She tells him if he leaves before sunset that he can live, and this is what Draco does. Draco and his man leave, and Xena and Gabrielle start off their journey. And that's all that really happened in this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Xena and Gabrielle are starting their journey off, what's going to happen with it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. This has been an episode of Retro TV 91. See you next time.